Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Mechanicus Let's Play. So, just fair warning before we get started today, I do need to free up some space on the channel, and initially it looked like Crusader Kings might be the casualty of that, but at the moment this series is doing probably the most poorly of all the different Let's Plays I've got going on, and given that the Crusader Kings playthrough is in like episode 50, whereas this one has barely reached episode 12 before falling off, I think this one might be the one that ends up going. So, just like I did with that one, please, if you're enjoying this, voice your opinion as to whether or not you want to see it go, because if, you know, people are still watching and they have just kind of, you know, fallen behind or whatever, or just aren't commenting and liking, it would be nice to know that people are still there. But anyways, let me catch you guys up on what we did between episodes in terms of upgrades after that boss fight, and then in the interest of maybe doing a couple of cooler things before we call it a playthrough, I think we'll do another boss fight again today. So let's jump into the cohort screen here. For Daedalus, oh, it's been so long. I think he's got a new headgear equipment there. It's been like over a week since I've done these upgrades, but I believe he's got a new headgear slot, and let's see, did he get anything else? No, he had that. That's definitely new. Yeah, so that's the only thing new, is the headgear. So that's going to give him, where are your stats? 1 physical armor and 1 energy armor to get him up to 3 energy armor. For Jeremiah, let's see, what does he have? So I gave him escape, which is going to allow him to ignore attacks of opportunity and move a little bit further. Would have been very helpful in that last boss fight. So that's sort of the main reason I decided to take it here, is, you know, when enemies are proficient in melee combat, it makes things a lot harder for us, and so this allows me to sort of hit and run in melee combat and be more effective. And then with that level up, we of course got a new augment slot, but no augment to put in it. So what I did is I gave him the new, better, improved power axe, so that he's hitting considerably harder than he would have been with the old one. And so this should just make him more potent in melee overall. He can close into melee easier, he can hit and then run, and he'll be hitting harder than he would have otherwise. And then finally with Menarius, let's see, what does he have that's new? Command he already had that, so it looks like he's got new equipment, possibly? No. What did I give him? Oh, I don't think we had enough to level him up. Maybe that's what it was. Because I'm not noticing anything different here. Yeah, no, it's all the same. So nothing changed for Menarius. And, right, so I said we'd do a boss fight. What are our options? We can do the Void Admiral, which is going to give us an eradication rate. This is kind of cool. It's a beam weapon that can fire through multiple targets as long as they're in a straight line. Or a refractor field generator. That's kind of interesting. So it'll just absorb damage for us. It'll improve our Scutarii Rangers, but I don't really use them because I don't have deployment slots for them. So we'll see if that's worthwhile. This actually looks like it could be an easier mission than the last one. Argolek is obviously a threat, but warriors and deathmarks are not that hard to deal with. And Acanthrites can be nasty, but they're not any stronger than a Necron warrior. They're just a little bit more annoying. So let's do this one. Okay, we'll bring our 3 Tech Priests as usual, and then we'll do the 2 Servitors and the 1 Vanguard. And this will all stay the same. So, we were having a discussion in the comments about these different canticles, by the way, and so we, like, for, where's the, this is the new, one of the newer ones we got. So it says the next attack will deal +4 this red damage. And let's see. This one very clearly specifies the next energy attack will deal +6 energy damage. So this one I think will apply to any attack. It doesn't specify at all, whereas this says the next energy attack, so it's only going to stack on top of energy. And then the one I already had there, for example, the next physical attack. So these are very specific. That one is not. I'm pretty sure that +4 is just going to add on top of anything. Anyways, we'll spend our 13, and I think we're good. Confirm location of Lord Argalek. Skitarii intelligence recovered partial picked grabs of target construct form. Our research suggests Argalek was the lord of the Necron fleets. His purpose in the awakening of Silva Tenebris will be clear: to helm their war fleets in expanding this pocket of Necron domination. Outcome unacceptable. Solution incontrovertible. I concur, Prime Hermetigon. He has bested us once before, not again. We must destroy him. Dispatch the falconers and muster the hounds. The hunt commences. We've learned a lot since we last encountered Argalek, but we know he won't go down without one hell of a fight. A challenge calculated to be worth the risks and resources, Subdomina. Oh, I agree, Argalek is a worthwhile target. I just wouldn't put credits on too many men coming back from the attempts. Expenditure of personnel and material calculated as justifiable. I'll pass it on to the men and women risking their lives. They shall rally to the hunting horn and the call to assembly. The chase begins. Make ready for the unmaking of Argalek. Alright, so what is our path here? Looks like pretty linear again. Yeah, I think these boss fights are very straightforward. So on we go to the next room. Anything? Anything at all? No? Okay, let's see what we can do with this glyph then. Blackstone would be much appreciated. I'm gonna go with the sure thing here. Cool. On to the next room. We've got, what, one more glyph? Looks that way. Alright, so we've been detected, but no additional problems as of yet. Let's go with this again. Oh, I should have chosen the other one. I would have gotten Blackstone or Cognition. Didn't need a heal there. Okay, so they've got extra spawns. These are troopers from 7th Hexadecimal Cohort, Maniple Gamma. They went quiet 59 minutes ago. A handful of bodies line the chamber ahead, evidently Skitarii who were caught in a furious volley of Gauss fire. Let's see, waste not, want not. Let's learn more about their cause of death. That might help us. Mass destroyer assault consistent with presence of high-value target. Lord Argalek operations in area upgraded from possible to probable. So we gained 3 cognition for that. Nice. Is he going to be the only destroyer present? Because the briefing implied that was the case. This appears to be a basic linear alpha script, the simplest of the Necron languages. Relatively speaking, of course, but it is known from several exemplars. I should be able to translate some of it if you can get me. If you can get me decent picked grabs. Let's go with that. A series of glossy black slabs fill this chamber, arranged in a semicircle around a statue of a Necron destroyer, armed with a scythe-like weapon. The slabs are inscribed with thousands of Necron runes. He wanted picked grabs. I don't see any reason not to get him picked grabs. Lingering seems a bad idea. This is a philosophical text. Lord Argalek believes that if the Necrons cannot rule the stars, no one should. A yearning for utter desolation, the annihilation of all life. I cannot make out the subtleties, but I'm not sure I would want to. Alright, more cognition. Let's try to maintain a full, or nearly full, cognition bar going into this fight. The grim darkness of the 41st millennia, no. The grim darkness of Argalek's tomb is complete within this benighted region. Not only is there a total absence of light, but fluctuating rad levels are interfering with the cohort's optical augmentations. Even the team's own light sources do not penetrate the unnatural gloom. They must traverse the next area blind. Slow and steady, so move cautiously to avoid hazards, find a way around, or boldly go. What to do, what to do. I feel like either of these is probably going to give the Necrons a boost to initiative. But this has a lot of potential for disaster and injury. Let's go slow and steady. Awakening increased and cognition points lost. Great. So stumbling around in the dark raises the attention of nearby Necrons, which are lying in wait in the shadows. The Necrons close in and force the cohort to move through areas of heightened rad levels, afflicting them with various unpleasant symptoms. However, none of the cohort fall into any holes, partially vindicating the course of action. Well, that sucked. Probably could have done better either way. No, I'm almost certain we would have taken damage if we had gone in boldly. Looks like these scarabs were woken up by the reanimation protocols and continued with their default programming. Finish the statue. The Necrons have covered their tombs in images of themselves, and they still haven't finished. This chamber appears to be a workshop. A large slab of gleaming metal has been partially carved into a statue of a glowering Necron, perhaps Lord Argalek. We can't see him in the picture here. Several scarab constructs are scurrying across the slab, chewing away at the material as they continue in the process of creating the statue. Let's see, we can cast it down. The mission is to destroy a statue of Argalek, and there is one right here. Blow up the half-finished statue as the Omnicide demands. We can try to recover the materials. Scarab contracts could prove valuable insights into working the Necrons, trying to acquire them. The Necron, or the Scarabs are potentially deadly, so that seems like a bad idea. Let's just blow it up. Cool. 3 cognition. So the statue is blasted to smithereens by a righteously well-placed grenade. The Scarabs immediately begin assembling the shards into a new structure, an unexpected but illuminating event that suggests they are programmed solely to create monuments to the Necrons out of whatever materials are at hand. So what you're saying is we ultimately didn't do anything there. Alright, into the boss fight. Great, so they're gonna get even more extra deployments. Location confirmed. Energy reading spiking. Code Venator in full effect.
We are infested insects to be expunged.
You are? You're infested insects? Okay. This damn creature has been watching us since we entered his tomb. It's been ready for us since the start. The quarry that knows it is hunted makes for the sweeter kill. Formulate target solutions. Now the prey is at bay.
I have awoken into the company of these fleshly vermin. Tomorrow we conquer. Today we clear the filth from our doorstep.
Recollections of Inquisitor Brand, Chapter 87. Of all creations most foul, I behold the Lord of all, and knew that I was dead. We've been here before, Magos, but we are better prepared now. What are your orders? This chamber is dominated by the immense form of Lord Argalek, surrounded by images of the Necron war fleets conquering the stars. We can pray before engaging, we can charge in, or we can stay at range. I think we want to stay at range here. All of our tech priests, except for one, are built primarily for range combat. The Skitarii we brought is designed for range combat, and we know that Argalek is quite deadly in melee with his scythe, so probably best to keep our distance. Their initiative is decreased. Cool. So with the discipline of true scions of Mars, the cohort holds back to unleash volleys of fire into the Necron Lord. Alright, so here he is. You may recognize this level. This is the level from the tutorial. But this time, we're not trying to escape. We are just trying to defeat him. So let's see. We have a warrior there, a warrior here, and then potential spawn points pretty much at every junction. So this will be interesting, to say the least. I wonder. So you got the big gun. I'm going to put you in the middle. I'm going to ask Jeremiah to take the left flank and Minarius to take the right flank. And I probably will spend 2 cognition to get the Skitarii in here as well. I'm going to save the servitors for roadblocks later. Alright, let's see what we can do. So, moving toward him might not be the best idea, but I am going to move up. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot for us to do. There's nothing really in range. We can, however, scan him. I'll probably do that with Jeremiah, though, because Jeremiah will also damage him in the process. So instead, let's grab some cognition. Okay. Gets us nearly back to full. Right. I think that's going to be the end of your turn. We'll save that because nobody is anywhere near in range to fire at. So let's just let it be. Right. You are going to scan him and damage him. He's got insane health. If I remember right from the tutorial, it was like 40 something, I think. Yeah, 39. Well, it was 40, but we just hit him. Not a whole lot of, no energy shield. So energy weapons. Sounds good to me. If you move up to there, you can fire both of your guns and pick up a cognition point in the process. Let's see. How far back can you hit him with both guns? Interesting. But I kind of do want to move up. Or it might be better to just camp here. Let's do that. I don't want to go too far from this, because if I can pick it up... Oh, I should have walked by that. I easily could have gotten both. Anyway, go ahead and fire that. Okay, we have no idea how much that did, but hopefully a lot. Now, pistol shot for another 1 damage. Okay. Now, if you're so inclined, you could fall back, and I think I will, because that'll keep us out of his shooting range. And then on the next turn, I will be smarter about this, and I'll grab that cognition point before grabbing this one. But that's, I think, all we need to do. So we'll leave you there. Unfortunately, he's not in the same boat, although had I deployed him here, I could have gotten both. Let's see. Let's go grab that cognition point. Where do we need to be to fire both weapons? Wow. I'll do it. Use your servo skull to grab that cognition, though. Okay. Pistol. 2 damage, nice. And now arc rifle. Not down. Let's go ahead and back off. Actually, ducking in here might be the better way. Or maybe there. Let's go here and try to block his line of sight. Okay. And Mr. Vanguard, go ahead and move up. Nothing for him to do, though. So, just gotta advance and wait.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
Interesting. So his Nightmare Shroud converts his physical shield to an energy one. That's something we'll need to keep in mind. Oh, we got a spawn over here. Oh, it's a death mark. That's not good. We knew that they could have death marks, but wasn't quite ready for that. I'm gonna hold off for now, I think. Okay. So what can you do for me? Can you fire your pistol at him from here? No. Where do you need to be to shoot it? There? Okay. As much as I'd like to shoot him with the Volkite Blaster, it's kind of not worth it. Because that's going to be mostly absorbed by his shield. So I'll probably just pull back. And maybe let that be that. Yeah, let's save it. So this warrior is going to advance. Not really concerned about either of them. Oh, that's an immortal over there. I didn't know they spawned one in. I guess I was too preoccupied looking at the death mark. Okay. Let's grab this cognition point. Again, I forgot. God damn it. I can go back and get it after we down this guy. Okay. Question now is it worth firing the arc rifle just to ensure he doesn't get back up? In this case, I think it is, because I'll get a cognition point for killing him and I can come back and retrieve this one, so I can essentially fire it for free. Okay, so there's one cognition, and then we'll be able to replace the other one we just lost by moving back to here. Jeremiah's probably going to have to deal with that death mark alone, though, because obviously everybody else is a little bit preoccupied. Alright, Minarius, go ahead and grab that point. And that Immortal is going to be tricky to deal with. If we can get into melee with him, that'll probably be the best way to go about it. I'll fire the arc rifle here to damage them both, and that should kill the warrior, and then we'll use the pistol to finish the warrior off. Really? He's still up. That should do it. Okay, he's down, but we need to find a way to get rid of him and get rid of him fast. And then we'll put you into quote-unquote cover. Alright. Well, luckily he just got rid of his physical shield for an energy one, because we can light him up with that. Minimum damage, but at least it's damage. So he's at 34. Let's pull back. And leave it there. He's going to advance, just a matter of which way.
Dare these wretched things stand before the void Admiral of Cesaragon?
Okay, so he's back to physical shields. Uh-oh. How did he close with you so easily? Oh, crap. And we're stuck in melee combat with him. I'm gonna have to eat the attack of opportunity. So what's this gonna be? Oh good, just a warrior. Probably another one over here too, maybe? No. So we got one cognition there. I'm gonna drop a servitor right there. And I'll put a servitor here as well. Okay, so this servitor is just going to stand here and attack him. It's not going to do anything. He's just meant to be a roadblock to this guy. You need to, unfortunately, eat this attack of opportunity. Oh! Forgot about that. Luckily, the shield absorbed it. Oh, they only get one attack of opportunity. Well, thank you, Deathmark, for bailing me out. Let's fire the pistol. 2 damage, nice. It's always nice when you get the max damage, not the min. Let's also use this ability. And we'll hit him with the Volkite Blaster. 8 damage, again, nice. So he's down to what, 24. We need to peel out, so we'll go this way. And let's see, what can you heal yourself for? Yeah, go ahead and do that. Right, and then we'll move away. And we will grab some cognition with our servo skull. Let's take this one back here. So this servitor's up next. I'm gonna have him go finish off the warrior. Minarius needs to try to get to that immortal. Okay, you done? I guess that's that. You know what? I have a better idea. Don't do that. Move here. So he's in melee now. Then we attack there. So now this guy has to eat an attack of opportunity when he moves. And then that should force him to target the servitor. That gives Minarius a much easier path up there. We did damage, so he doesn't have any physical shield. At least not as far as we can tell. Okay, we'll get cognition for that. Jeremiah's up. If you move there, you can unload on him with your energy weapons before he changes his shield type. So let's do that. We'll go there to get the cognition. We'll fire the arc rifle with the machine spirit charged. He's going to damage the servitor, but as long as he doesn't destroy it, it doesn't really matter. What's the thing on here? Oh, area size increase. That kind of sucks, actually, because I don't need that. Whatever, just do it. I'm pretty sure if we destroy him, it's game over, so I'm just going to focus fire him. This will destroy energy shield, but that doesn't matter because he doesn't have any right now. Okay, so there's that. Now, if you could... Oh, it's going to cost me a cognition point. I guess that's fine. I'm going to try to trap him in melee. Do I want to collect another cognition point, or do I want to damage the death mark? Or I could damage him for another point. That's a difficult call. I think I'm going to go with cognition, because a single point of damage isn't a lot. And since I have to spend 2 cognition to do what I want to do over here, it's probably best to try to recoup some of that. Okay. Then if you could move there. We'll attack this guy. And then on the attack of opportunity, he should go down. Not worth doing that, probably. Let's see. That immortal's no threat. At least not to anybody other than the servitors. So I think what I want to do is... Where do you need to be to fire your pistol? Oh, come on, really? You can't hit him from, like, there? Or anywhere over here? Oh, God. Because that would be another, potentially 10 damage. Well, either way, let's grab this. Okay. Blocked, right. So that's the only spot. Well, let's grab some more cognition before anything else. I guess this one. It'd be nice if I could still act while that's off doing its thing. Okay, and go ahead and fire. What did that do? 2 damage? He was at 16, right? Yeah, that was kind of pathetic. We'll have to save this. That's all we can really do. Oh, but he's coming after you, though. I wonder if he can get to you. That's a bit worrying. Here's what I'll do. I'll move down here. This is essentially a free move because we'll recoup the cognition it costs. And yeah, just stand there so that you collect it automatically. That way, if he wants to come after us, he can either go the long way and not make it, or he has to go through the servitor first. Yeah, that sounds good. Perfect. Worked out exactly as I hoped. That's a real shame. He's probably just going to absorb everything you fire at him here. I guess it's still worth it. Ooh, you know what I could do? No, come on. So, next physical attack will deal +9 physical. His gun is physical. So we can try to just shoot through the shield. I'm going to do it, and let's see if this works. Because I'm not about to engage that guy in melee. So this is as good a time as any to use it. Yeah, 8 to 10, so it will work. 9, perfect. So one more good hit will be the end of him. And let's see. Let's shift you over here. Okay.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Okay, so he's gonna switch. It would be great if he... Yeah, I figured that's what he would do. But if he decided to move and take the attack of opportunity, the servitor actually could have hurt him, which would have been hilarious. Oh, there goes that servitor. Not a big deal. Where's he going to end up? In the middle? Great. Okay. Oh, another immortal, and right behind us, too. Which immortal is up first? Hopefully it's the one up there. Okay, so what to do here? For 3 cognition, I can probably just kill this guy, so maybe I should do that first. Oh no, he switched, that's right. I can still probably get him. Just depends on how lucky I get. You know what would be better is shooting him with this. That'll shave some of the armor off, and then I could try to go melee him. Or I can shoot him, and if that doesn't end the battle, turn around and go attack the warrior. So let's fire the pistol here first. 2 damage, and he's down to 4 shield. Then I can fire this. And there's a 67% chance that we kill him with it. If we don't, I can run up and melee him. And if we do and the battle continues, I can turn around and melee that guy. But I think the battle's going to end right here. We got him. Game over? Yeah, we did it. Mission complete. Lord Argalek falls, spewing sparks and fire. The Void Admiral collapses in a heap of wreckage that begins to teleport away, piece by piece revealing for a moment the complex working of the war form underneath. Finally, Argalek is no more, in a burst of terminal data that leaves an echo of his death etched into the noosphere. Target inversion achieved. Hunt complete. The Void Admiral has fallen. The Necrons of Silver Tenebris have lost their fleet commander. Prey tracked from quarrying to unmaking, beaten into open, and chased for the kill. Chased down for the kill. 84% hunt efficiency. Logged for future analysis. I wonder if it always says 84, or if there's actually like some calculation to that. The Skitarii in the Tomb of Argalek are reporting decreased coordination among the waking constructs. Consolidation activity not the concern of a prime Hermeticon. Key target acquisition ongoing. There will come another beast. There will come another hunt. Okay, so how did we do on Blackstone? We could have stayed around a little bit longer and tried to gain more kills, but I think we're going to be rewarded with enough as it is. Interesting. So the Awakening went down? No, it was at 45. Okay. I thought it went down and then back up because we killed him or something. 452, not bad. That's 2 level ups, I think. Maybe, if we're lucky. Do you have any new missions? No. Just the Corrupted King. Okay. No new missions at all. Which is kind of a shame because I was really hoping for something that would allow me to deploy more troops. Well, anyways, I'll end the episode here and go ahead and take care of our level ups and let you guys know where we end up with that in the next one. I don't know how many more episodes I'm going to do. If the game was close to completion, I would just try to power through. But I don't know that we are, especially that we're only at 50%, roughly. But maybe the goal is to complete all this before we hit 100. I'm not sure. Or if the main challenge happens when we hit 100, I don't know. So if those of you who are familiar with the game and have beaten it could let me know whereabouts the end is, that could, you know, of course, change how we decide to go about this. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Warhammer 40k Mechanicus with you, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.